Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am finishing off my Junk Journal January challenges. So the three prompts I'm using today are reveal, fabric and letter. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a flip up so that I can reveal something underneath that. So I'm going to make this on this page probably, and I don't want it to be exactly the same width as the book page. I want it to be a little bit smaller. You know, I can't find my pencil. I have to use a pen. So I'm going to make it about like that. So I've got like 1/8 of an inch there and 1/8 of an inch there. And how long do I want it? Well, that's the full length there, but I need okay. So let's trim this down. Right, now that's printed on both sides, but it's only 120 GSM paper and I want something more sturdy than that. So I'm going to back that onto a file folder. And I have to go this way. Let's put it there like that. So if I just mark that about there, I'm going to trim that off at the fold, and I'll have to tear it. There we go, and cut it there. About there like that. Okay. So now I'm going to glue this to this and then trim it to the size to fit. I want some scrap paper to do that on. So here's some old book paper. Put the glue on the back of this. I'm going to use my glue stick to start with. I'll do the glue stick all over it and then I'll do some liquid glue around the edges just to make sure it stays in place. Right, now I'm going to trim that to that size. Okay. Now I need to, I might round the corners on it. So I'm only going to round the two bottom corners because I'm going to do a 1/2 inch score here so that I can fold that under. So if I put that there, I'm lining it up with a 9.5, then I can just score 1/2 inch down from that. I'm going to score it quite well because I've got to get right through that file folder. and I'm going to fold that under like so and burnish that down. That I've got a nice good solid fold there, and then I'm going to just trim this back just slightly, because we will be able to see this. Right, now I'm going to ink around that. So this is feeling nice and sturdy now. Now I'm going to add that to my page. Right. So to do that, all I'm going to do is glue along that flap, and that will hinge up like that. There we go, and I'm lining that up with the top. Now I'm going to put some clips on this, just because it's got a lot of weight to carry with that extra file folder thickness on there. That makes that flap quite heavy and quite firm. These clips are really handy. I find I'm using them more and more. Right, so now the so reveal is the prompt we're working on. So when we lift this up, we're going to reveal this. Now this is a file folder that I've assembled. It's from the embellishments in the kit, and I'm going to put that under here, so that when we lift that up, we reveal this pocket. Now it's going to be a double pocket. I'm just going to attach it here, here and here. So we'll have a pocket behind it, and we'll have a pocket, well, it is a pocket. Alright, so, and then I've also assembled this envelope that was in the embellishments kit of the kit as well. I've lined the inside with some tea-dyed paper, and I've assembled it and inked all around it, and I'm going to pop that in that as a pocket, in that pocket, so that we've got that under there when we reveal the flap, lift the flap up. So, okay, let's have a look at that then. I think that's probably enough. Art glitter glue does dry pretty quickly, holds very well. So we can flick that up. I don't know whether that's even in shot. And I can attach this. Now, as I said, I've just assembled this. I've inked around the edges of it. It's pretty easy to assemble. You just glue the two sides. It did have another one of these on the back, but I thought I'd just cut that down a little bit. You can see there I've just a 1/16 of an inch at the most, and cut that other tab off because I didn't want it to have two tabs and think it was like a solid. I don't want to come too far over on that, so I better be a bit more careful. So I'm going to stick as close as I can to the edge with my wobbly arms. I don't know about you, but getting a straight line of glue is just about an impossibility. Like cutting a straight line with a pair of scissors for me. Doesn't work. I'm making it close to the edge because I want that envelope to fit in, and it's quite a large envelope. Right, so I'm just positioning that about centrally, and I'm leaving a little gap at the bottom here as well. I think that's still, yes. So let's burnish that glue down. Very good. Now, as I said, we've got one pocket there and one pocket there. I'll have to make something else to go in that, won't I? Just so that there's, as you can see, that there's two of them. Alright, so another prompt is letter. Now I'm going to do something else before letter, but you could put a letter in your envelope. Like if you make your journals to sell, you could put your letter to the new owner in there or something like that. So I'll pop that in there for now. And this comes back over like that. Okay, now another prompt is fabric, I think. Reveal fabric and letter. Alright, so I'm going to use some fabric. Let me get it. Here we go. So I've got some lace, but it doesn't say lace, it says fabric. So I'm going to use these fabric ruffles. They are calico. Sorry about the rustle. And I want one to go the full length. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to embellish that with something on top of that. So let me stick that down first. I'm just going to run my glue along there. Pop that down on top of it. Actually, I might push it out a little. I don't mind if fabric pokes out the side. Actually, I probably shouldn't have had any up the top because that might hinder that opening. I think I will have to cut that off. Okay. Right, so that's going to go on there like so. So there's reveal, fabric. Now we just have to do letter. And I'm going to go off and collect up a few things before we go any further. Actually, we can do letter now. So I'm going to, I've got this Tim Holtz stamp. It's called Cling Foam Stamp Block Upper. So it's just block letters. I've never used it before, so here we go. Oh, I have to cut it open. So I'll do that. I changed my mind about the stamping. I have got a 20-litre tub full of chipboard, and I thought I would try and start using some of it up. Now I've got some flesh coloured or ivory acrylic paint here, so I'm going to paint it with that. I don't know how many coats I'm going to need. I'll need a brush. So how's everyone going? I am going well. I don't know what I'm going to do now that all these prompts are finished, because it was quite fun, wasn't it, trying to think of something for each prompt. Now I have to go back to thinking for myself, which is always a bit of a worry. I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Now while that's drying a bit, I'm going to work out what I want to do in here to decorate it. Now that glue hasn't dried, like the glue stick hasn't dried properly yet, and it's curling a bit, but I'm assuming that what I'll do is I'll close the book up and put some heavy weights on it, and then everything will be nice and flat when it's dry. So I thought I'd start off with a bit of this. Now we used some of this on another page that we did. So I'm going to tear this. I'm trying to tear it reasonably straight. This side I don't care if it's straight or not. Probably prefer it not to be. And I'm going to just tuck that under there a little bit. Maybe not, because the glue comes right out there. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that straight, and then I can just butt it up to it. So let's put that like that. And that's going to go there. Then I've got some faux washi from the kit. So let's say I'm going to put that across there. I'm not going to, I might just take it to there, tear it and take it to there. And I have got over here, I've got some florals that I've fussy cut from the kit. I've got a circle as well. I have 2 circles. No, I don't know where the other one is, so I'm not going to fuss about it. Now, you can do a couple of flowers on here, I think. So I was thinking that I'd do one flower like that and perhaps a smaller one here, something like that. Let me see what size flowers I've got here. All of these are from the kit. Oh, I've got a couple of little envelopes here. Perhaps I could put one of those in there. Perhaps out there a little more. And a flower here. I could pop that under there, and this could open up and we could put something in there. What do you think of that? And then of course we've got our letter, and there's no reason I chose the Q except that it's the least used letter in the alphabet, so seeing as how I'm just putting it on here as an embellishment, it doesn't mean anything. I thought I'd use it. So what do we think of that? I don't like this coming to a blunt stop like that, so I'm going to do that. It's better. Right, so I need to do some inking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to ink all of these things, and I'm going to give that another coat. Now, when I put that on with this cluster, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it plain colour or whether I'm going to then stamp on it with, I don't know, a text stamp or something like that, to help it blend in a little. I'll work that out when I get to see what I think. So I'll do all that stuff and then I'll be back. I've inked those all up, decided how I want to position them. I'm only going with one flower on here, and I think that is enough. And then we've got our letter, which will probably go maybe just tuck under there a little bit like so. And I've got some labels here if I think I need something else on there, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with that. I have got some tea dyed paper here that I will pop into that envelope for a little journaling spot. Alright, so I'm going to stick these down now. Before I do that, do we think that our Q needs something on it, or I actually quite like it plain, although a little bit of a light stamping of text won't hurt it, will it? So let's do that. I've got this dark green door stamp, what's it called, handwriting, and I'll just use a bit of this, and I will use my nearly worn out vintage photo ink. To just stamp on that. Got more stamp pad on there than, there we go. You can see it just got some, yeah, that's good. Right, get rid of that, and I'll have to dry that off. Put the lid back on this. It looks like it's pretty well worn out. What do you reckon? I've had my money's worth out of that one. Right. Let's just try and clean a bit of this up. Don't want it getting on everything. I forgot I had the fan on. I hope that wasn't too noisy. Okay, so what do we think? We're going to pop that down there. Something like that. Oh no, can you see that? Okay. Right, well, let's do that then. Stick it all down. I shortened this, so I just tore it off so that I had a nice jagged edge here. Now, if you wanted to, you could just do 3 sides and have a little tuck behind it as well, but I think I'm just going to leave it like this. If you're new to my channel, you probably wouldn't know that I am an envelope addict. I love envelopes, so you won't find too many of my journals that haven't got a multitude of envelopes on them. Okay, oh, our Q was supposed to go under that, wasn't it? A little bit. Just stick that down. I'm going to use my art glitter glue for this as well. Art glitter glue sticks chipboard down just fine. Actually, I don't have too many things that it doesn't stick down just fine. Okay, now do we think we need a little label in here as well, or is that enough? I think that's enough myself. I think that's enough. Okay, so let's fold this up. So if I fold it in halves, oops, that's not very straight, is it? And then in halves again. I can just pop that in there, a little something, and finish that down. If you wanted to, oh look, we can pop that under there. That was a happy accident. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look what we've got. Have we got everything covered? Reveal. Lift this up to reveal 2 pockets. So that's that one. I don't know where my pencil's gone, so I'll come across it sometime, I suppose. Oh, gone. Reveal. Fabric, so we've got a fabric ruffle and a letter. We've got our letter Q in there. So that's our little project for today. We could decorate this a bit if we wanted to. Let's say do we want to? Look at this. I could put that there. And we don't want it too bulky, that's the main thing we don't want. And I've got these stamped calico pieces here. I could put one of those on there. And perhaps a label coming out from there. Or maybe even on top of that. Yeah, let's do that. So, what's everyone's February already? God. I'm going away in February. Towards the end of February I'm going away. Going away with my daughter and her partner and one of my sisters. Going overseas, so that will be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. That's about 3 weeks away I'll be going there. Yeah, so we're off to India to have a bit of a look around. India and then Sri Lanka. So that should be really nice. Okay, right, so I can tick all of those off. That's done. And yeah, so there we go. That's our whole project for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do I need to dirty that up a little? Oh, need to wipe that pad off a bit or something. Get all that stuff off of it. And just wipe that over there. Just looked a bit too clean. Now it probably looks too dirty. Toned it down a little. Alright, that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you've liked my video and you'd like to see some more, please remember to click that subscribe button and the bell so that you are notified when I post my next video. Okay, see you next time. Bye.